What's up, everybody? It's Maria Peralta-Arellano reporting from Carvd N Stone, your weekly source of positive news. Today we're here in Summerfest 2024 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm here with DJ EDX, correct?
Correct.
Perfect. Awesome. And we were just saying it's his first time in Wisconsin. He's made it to Milwaukee and everyone's very excited to see him. So I wanted to ask you, being a Swiss DJ and coming to the United States, performing for a really long time, how does the music scenes differ for you?
Isn't it crazy? It's now, I think, almost 20 years, and it's 15 years that I'm like really coming almost once a month. I've seen like it like really starting when like some cities were like playing electronic music. There's some cities in the US where like certain genres were born and were exported to the world very early, but they never got like a lot of appreciation in the US. And I think like since now 15 years, something has changed. Like people are getting used to this kind of noisy sound, melodic sound, just different to the urban culture that was there before in every angle and alley of this country. EDM took over like almost 50 years ago, and it evolved from people not understanding it to like being part of the culture now. After 15 years, there's a lot of electronic artists out of the US that are making it worldwide and make a wave, and it's cool to have seen that from the start here in the US. And I'm still here and I'm still enjoying it, and I still see there's a lot of enthusiastic kids out there that are getting into this culture, are feeling it, and are having a great time with it.
Yeah, for sure. And I think being able to watch something progress from the beginning is something that's amazing, and I feel like everybody wants to experience that. So for you, where do you think the future of the music scene is going with DJing?
You know, like seeing, like I'm experiencing the whole move, the whole circle over and over, because I was there when it started 30 years ago in Europe. I know I still look very young, but I have a lot of experience on my back, trust me. And I've just seen this coming back again in the US, as I said, like 15 years or almost 20 years after we had that all in Europe. Just with a complete different new twist, because when I've been doing that, there was no cell phones, there was no digital, there was no social media, there was just like kids enjoying kind of a new music wave, a new culture where you ended up meeting the same people every weekend, getting together at these weird events in like old locations, like a little bit warehouse style locations where it started. And seeing it then again 15, 20 years later in the US with a complete new twist with all the new media was like very interesting. And it's now getting into, I think, a next phase where like there's more blends of style, and there's again a new twist in technology with that kind of very kind of artificial intelligence approach from different angles, which gives it again a new kind of twist. And also the people are changing, it's opening up, it's not just something for guys, it's also a lot of girls now finally out there performing from different cultures all over the world, and it's really cool, you know. I'm really happy I'm still here, and I still get to experience it over and over and over again. And it's funny because it goes back to the US and then it spins in back to Europe. So there was like a new kickoff in Europe like 10 years ago when US was all of a sudden here, and it's going back and forth, and it's just like great to be there.
It's like we're playing catch with each other, just throwing different styles and bouncing off of each other.
I think so, yeah. It's like really interesting to see like how the music travels like the continents, goes to Asia, then what was hype like 5 years ago in Asia is now hype here, and what was hype in Europe is now hype in Asia. And it's like a traveling thing, you know, and it's good to see it. It's good to be traveling the world and experiencing it a little bit everywhere, and get like to hear the feedback from people all over the world.
Awesome. Well, going off of that, I would like to kind of reflect on your own musical career. So at the beginning, could you kind of describe what your sound was and what it has evolved into?
It was always a sound that I felt like had a special good vibe to make people smile and dance on the dance floor. And I think it's still there. I just want people to smile on the dance floor and have a great time. It always evolved over the years, but always kept like the signature, which was always feel the vibe, feel the kind of feel good about what you're doing, about what you're feeling. And I tried always to keep that in my music. during my journey, the music was getting a little bit harder, a little bit heartless. Then the vibe was back. Then it was more moody, you know, and just evolves, and I think it's just like a good wine that is kind of maturing, and we are growing with it, and the crowd is growing with it, and there's new kids coming in, and it's always like kind of catch up with what's up, you know.
Beautiful.
And it's been like, I think I released almost 200 songs. I remixed maybe 50 artists from all genres, and from small artists to very big artists, up to like a Grammy nomination for a remix, and a lot of other awards all over the world.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to keep seeing what you're putting out. I can't wait to hear about your set, see your set. So my last question for you is, as you're preparing to go on stage, and as you've been on stage, what is something that you like to keep you in mind to kind of keep you in the headspace while you're there?
It's like it's always different, so I always try to kind of read the crowd, feel what's up, you know, and then I play my music. And I'm not like an artist or a performer that has a pre-made set. Always try to stay true to my roots, which I'm a DJ, producer. So I'm not just a performer there with a microphone and playing records. I really try to catch up the mood and bring the vibe back and make the people kind of move with the music. And it's been cool, you know, like, because you always have the chance as a producer, DJ, also to try out a lot of your own music that probably is eventually coming out in a week, in a year, or maybe just for a dance floor for a few spins and never again, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like I try always to just take it away, this, you know. Today, like, I just switched to, we're gonna start with an intro, to no, let's start without an intro. So and we changed it 5 minutes before I started the set, you know, and that's how it is every single time when I perform. I always try to just go with the mood.
Beautiful. Awesome. Well, I want to say thank you for your time, for interviewing with me and speaking with us. And remember, everybody, in the end, everything will be carved in stone. Thank you so much.
In the end, everything will be carved in stone.